All right, troop, listen up. Uncle Sam's got a new piece of equipment for you. It's a Sig 320 modular service pistol. Let's check her out. All right, you guys are probably familiar with the Sig P320. It's a modular handgun. It's been out now for a couple of years. It's nothing new particularly, but you're probably also familiar with the fact that the military has really been looking hard at a modular service pistol to replace the M9. Well, guess what? Sig Sauer has been awarded an over $500 million contract for production of the P320s for about the next 10 to 12 years or so. So it's a long-standing contract with an initial order of $100 million worth of these guns. So I believe the Army's adopting them more or less first, but I would imagine with a contract size that large and everything, probably going to end up being one of those deals where these things are going to see widespread use. You know, you guys are probably familiar also with the fact that it seems like a lot of new guns have been coming out in the way of handgun technology. Have you noticed that over the last couple of years? It seems like everybody's trying to do some type of interchangeable backstrap or some type of a modular system. Well, that was one of the military's requirements for a handgun. They wanted something extremely modular. Well, the way the 320 is designed, I'm going to demonstrate for you here. You got this lever on the side, flip it down, slide comes right off. You got a captured guide rod assembly, barrel, so your takedown is pretty much just like any other handgun. But one of the really interesting features of a gun like this and what makes it truly modular is the fact that I can pop this pin right out, okay? And this chassis trigger unit pops right out. All right, so that's your serialized portion of the handgun right here. So this technology is really nothing new. You look at guns like the P250. I mean, there's other guns that are quite like this, but if I'm an armorer at a unit, for instance, all I have to worry about is I can swap the safety to whatever side a soldier wants. If he wants a custom backstrap or a custom frame, I imagine you can just have any number of different frames for this thing that you possibly could want. This is not a serialized item. So let's just say fast forward civilian scenario, which these guns have been available for quite some time. It's the fact that if, let's say I want a compact, all I have to do is pull my serialized portion out. So you could literally, as a soldier, I don't know if this is what they're going to do or not, but let's just say as a soldier, you could be issued this in a little pouch, along with some magazines or whatever, and then you could go through a processing station, and they could have like different frame sizes there. You could put your hands on it and go, this is the one I want. Well, guess what? That's what you get. You simply drop your unit back in here. Real simple to work with. Of course, I say that, and then I mess something up, but see, that pivots down. Gotta hold your mouth right. There you go. All right, that pops back in place. So whatever frame size you're gonna go with, whether it's a subcompact, a compact, a full size, in this case, a full size, your pin goes back in. I'll get it right one of these days. All right. They're real easy to mess with. Just enough to get in trouble, all right? That down like that. I'll put the gun back together. Barrel gets replaced. Now, in terms of caliber conversions, that's another interesting thing about this particular gun, and another reason that it won the contract, caliber conversion. So you can swap easily between 40 cal, 9mm, 357 Sig. Very simple type arrangement. Makes for a very quick change of caliber or configuration of the gun in the field. So from the standpoint of an armorer in the military or whatever, or civilian for that matter, it makes the gun very simple to maintain out in the field. You can see it's quite accurate as well. not too bad there. So you can see the gun works quite well. This is not really intended to be a review by any stretch of the imagination. I mainly just wanted to make it known because it is kind of big news. It is kind of a big deal. The fact that this gun has won military contract. You know, the Beretta's been in service a good long time. I know there was a heck of a lot of talk about switching back to 45 ACP. With the modularity of this handgun, you can kind of get the best of both worlds. You could certainly end up going over to 45 ACP on something like this if you wanted to. You know, with what they did with the 250, I don't see why they couldn't do it with the 320. And right now, as the gun exists, you have 3 different caliber options. So really, it really is kind of an ideal modular service pistol, and that's what they were really going for with the 320 initially when they designed it. So definitely congrats to Sig for getting the contract. It's a very big deal. It's like a $500 million contract. And if you're a soldier or Marine or sailor or anybody in the military, right now, preferably Army, I think is really what they're looking at for U.S. Army use. But I would imagine this gun's going to see some pretty widespread use throughout the entire military. It's really killer. It's an awesome gun. Nice and slim, lightweight. A couple more mags here. Take a few shots. Thing shoots so good. I've been familiar with these guns for some time, but I didn't really think to take a super serious look at it until I heard that the Army was adopting it, so I figured we'd kind of make this video and show it off. Not really intended to be a review. We'll be doing a full review on this gun at a later time, but hopefully this gives you the kind of high points of the gun. Real consistent, nice smooth trigger pull, good sights. Shoots just fine. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Congrats to Sig for getting this contract. It's a very big deal. It's very big news. Just wanted to make this video to let you guys know. Pretty dang cool. Catch you later. Much more new product coverage on the way. Thank you very much for watching today's video.